Hi, this is Gary with MACMOST.com. Let me show you how you can find and remove duplicate photos. MACMOST is brought to you thanks to a great group of more than 1,000 supporters. Go to MACMOST.com/Patreon. There you could read more about the Patreon campaign, join us, and get exclusive content and course discounts. Now on macOS Ventura and iOS 16 and iPad OS 16 we got a new feature in the Photos app that allows us to find duplicate photos and easily remove them if they are in fact duplicates. Now to use this functionality, all you need to do is go in the Photos app and look on the left. Under Photos you should see a section called Duplicates. If you don't see any sections under Photos, you can click the disclosure triangle to the right of Photos to reveal all of this. Then all you need to do is click Duplicates. Now what if you don't see duplicates here on the left? That could be simply because Photos has not found any duplicates. Or it could also mean it hasn't had the time to find them yet. If you've only recently upgraded to macOS Ventura or iOS or iPad OS 16, then perhaps it hasn't had enough time to actually go through your photos in the background and look for duplicates. This is especially true if you're in the habit of shutting down your Mac the minute you're done with it and only starting it up when you want to start using it again. I always teach people to let your Mac sleep so it can do things like this in the background when you're not using it. So assuming you have duplicates, you'll see it here on the left, and when you click it you'll get this list here showing you all of your duplicate photos. And you can scroll through them to see them. Now each duplicate is shown with a size and a thumbnail so you can quickly compare them to see if they are in fact the same thing. In some cases maybe you've got two different versions of a file. Like here's one I have that's probably the original at 1.5 megs and here's one that probably is one I edited or somehow compressed in another app and then brought it into Photos later on, and you can see it's smaller. The same thing down here. Up here I've got two photos that appear identical and I probably just imported a duplicate by accident. You could always double click on these to get a better view, and then you can use the back button here to go back, or you can use the right arrow to go to the next one. And you can actually go through all of your duplicate photos this way. So you can see I'm going through 6 of 9, 7 of 9, 8 of 9, and so on. So you can kind of compare using the left and right arrows and see if they are in fact duplicates. Sometimes it may catch two photos that you took in rapid succession and they are slightly different, but you still may want to delete one of them in that case. Now while viewing your duplicates like this you can actually press the delete key and delete one of the photos. Or you could simply select one of the two of them here in this view and press the delete key to delete it. So this way you can choose which one you want to keep. For instance in this case I probably want to delete the more compressed or smaller one and keep this one. Now you can also just click the merge button here, and when you do what it's going to do is take either the best quality version, so in this case the larger one, or just the first one that appears here. If they're exactly the same then of course it doesn't matter which one it takes because they're identical anyway. Now also note when you merge two items there's more going on than just deleting one of the two. For instance, what if you've put one in one album and one in another album? Well, when you merge you only get one photo, but it will be in both albums. The same is true for tags. If you've tagged one with certain keywords and the other with certain keywords, then the one that will result from the merge would have all of those tags. So Photos handles all of that stuff in a logical way. Now notice here sometimes you'll get more than one. So in this case I actually have 3 copies of this that I've intentionally put in my Photos library so you can see what happens. And I could simply merge all 3 and it would just keep the larger one, or I could select individual ones and press the delete key just to delete that one if I want. Now one of the questions I know I'm going to get is what if I know I have duplicates but they're not showing up in here? Well, it could be that it simply hasn't had enough time to find those particular duplicates. Another reason people ask me this question is because they think they have duplicates when they really don't. So for instance, if I look under albums here and I go to my album called Slideshow, I can see the photos in there. Note this photo of flowers and this photo of a path. Now if I go to my album called Wallpapers, note that I have the same photo of flowers and the same photo of a path here. But these aren't duplicates. Albums are linking to the one photo that's actually in your library. So if I select this photo here and control click it, right click it, or two finger click on a trackpad and show in all photos, I could see right here I just have it once in my library. Albums allow you to organize things so you can have the same one photo in multiple albums. So for instance, this could be in an album for my trip to Hawaii, but also in an album I make of beautiful flower photos. Now one thing I want to talk about when it comes to merging your duplicate photos. You can of course select each individual one and just delete the one that you want. You could also click the merge button here to have it done automatically for you. Another thing you can do is you can select all of these either by clicking on one and then say shift clicking on another, and it selects a range just like it does anywhere else in Mac OS. And then you've got a button here that says merge and it gives you the total number of items. So I would end up with only one of these, and one of these, 3 photos if I clicked that button. I could also do Command A to select all and you can see everything selected and I can merge them all. So if you wanted to do this quickly you could go to the duplicates section here, do a quick Command A and then click the merge button. However, I recommend against it. It's a good idea to look at what you've got going on, delete the ones that you want to delete, maybe check to see if they are in fact identical photos, and also maybe get a handle on why you have duplicates in the first place. If you just have a handful of them like this, it's probably due to an occasional accident. But if you have a ton of duplicates, then you want to think about maybe what you're doing to create the problem. Like perhaps you're using iCloud but you're also still importing directly from your iPhone using a cable, creating the second copy of them. Or maybe you're importing from an SD card from a camera but you're not deleting the photos once you import them, and the next time you import them you're ignoring the little notice that there are duplicates there and importing them anyway. By going through these manually, hopefully it will help you prevent having duplicates in the future. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, click the thumbs up button below to let me know. I publish new tutorials each weekday. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out.